IMSA, after running endurance races of 24 and 12 hours to start the season, this weekend's race at Long Beach lasts only 100 minutes. It's one of two 100-minute sprints on the 2019 schedule. The other is Detroit. So by comparison, the shortest race on the NASCAR Cup schedule this season was the second of the two dual races at Daytona. That lasted just 46 minutes. I know we're trying to make the comparison here, but when you have a series where the premier, the marquee events are marathons, again, go back to the Boston Marathon, you know, a 24-hour race, 12 hours of Sebring, you'd think, oh my gosh, I only have to race 100 minutes. That's going to be easy. Is that for a driver just a complete sort of 180?
I think it is for the drivers and the teams. You know, when you talk to these teams, I'm going to think back to the 12 hours of Sebring, and they get to these portions in the race, and they're literally running to a plan, right? Like they have mapped out this plan of how they're going to run their stints, how their drivers are going to get in and out. You talk to a driver, and they're so relaxed. They're like, yep, it's all going according to plan. I'm like, well, you're running fifth. They're like, don't even worry about it. We don't care the last 2 hours, you know, that sort of thing. Now you go to a race that the start qualifying means a ton, which normally does in those big races, and the start means a ton, and this is more of a traditional, like we see out of IndyCar or even in stock cars, where your start matters. What you do at the beginning matters. The other thing I got to say about this race, and specifically the GTLM cars, is that every shot we show there, they're bumping each other. Yeah. So if you want to see Porsches, Corvettes, Ferraris getting together and actually moving each other out of the way at times, then please tune in to the IMSA race at Long Beach, because you will actually see them rubbing fenders just like in stock cars.
Yeah, Parker, thousands of dollars in race cars, and they just go out there and they make them bumper cars, because to pass somebody at Long Beach, you have to put a door. You have to put a fender on them. These cars aren't made for that. But you know what? As drivers, we don't care. We are going to make that. So I'll even take it a step further. It's not even about just qualifying. There's two practices. Their first practice is at 7:45 in the morning. Yep. Their second practice is at 4:30. So what it comes down to is having only two practices, you got to unload with a good setup, because you don't really have time to adjust, because you get done with that first practice, there's going to be IndyCar practices, there's going to be other practices from other series there, and then you got to wait so long, the track's going to change a lot. So you got to have a good setup to start with, because during the race, if it goes well, it's one pit stop. Yep. So from the moment you unload the race car, you got to be spot on. 100-minute race, NBCSN. I'm pumped, man.
I think it's going to be awesome.
I'm biased because I'm going to be broadcasting, help analyze it, but
the DPI class, just to mention that, can anyone topple Cadillac? You know, can an Acura or Mazda go up there and finally topple one of those cars? So this is going to be interesting all around.
Mazda's been hoping, haven't they?
Yeah, the Mazdas have been so fast, and what's their problem been? Reliability. Yep. So a 100-minute race, does that play into their strengths? They're wait and see.
Yeah. Well, Long Beach weekend, as we said, such a crowd favorite. You know who else likes it? Drivers who've won there before. Like AJ, let's take a look back.
Like old school.
At 2003.
Like 2003, Toyota Atlantics. This was my first professional win. Sport was a startup Toyota Atlantic team, and yeah, I mean, and talk about going to victory lane at Long Beach. God, look I was so young, so much potential there.
I didn't think it was possible. You actually look shorter.
I know, I really was. But no, it was. It's just such a cool event. I don't care if you're racing in it, you're there as a spectator, you've never seen a race, and you happen to be walking by and going, what's going on? Yeah. It's just an awesome event. Everybody's got to go to it at some point in their life.
Well, every time we kind of show those video montages, you see that guy that we've shown a couple of times there. I want to find him this weekend. I'm going to be looking for him.
You know, also, I found out yesterday, Rutledge Wood has actually won.
Yes, he did.
He doesn't let anyone forget.
He pointed that out.
He won a celebrity race one time.
Hey,
took out Adrian Brody for the win.
That's right. Even
he earned that win.